afternoon, ladies and gentlemen and judges. Kindly excuse me for my voice because I'm not keeping too well. As you know, white cataracts, I don't have any financial interest in the products mentioned in this. White cataracts can be intumescent white cataracts, type 1, type 2 or type 3, depending on whether it's intumescent or mature white cataracts. And Argentina flag sign is not, is very common in this type 1 and less common in type 2 and probably the least common in type 3, and that's the reason why we are not included. As you know, because of the interventricular pressure, as soon as you touch this capsulorhexis or the capsule goes to the extends to the periphery, and this can be very disastrous in these patients because they can extend across the zonules into the posterior capsule, can have a posterior capsule rupture or even a nucleus drop like the video we see here. So this can be a major problem in Argentina flax and in intumescent white cataracts, and there are many ways by which you can overcome this problem. So if you look at this animation, there are actually 4 components. One component is the pressure which is there underneath the anterior capsule. There's a pressure which pushes in the nucleus in front of the posterior capsule as well, and the nucleus is also bulky. So as soon as you touch, it pushes, and the nucleus being a bulky, and there's also some positive vitreous pressure in these patients. And as soon as you touch the anterior capsule, the nucleus moves forward and extends the rhexis to the periphery, and that is the reason why you get the Argentina flag sign. This is the 30 gauge needle you can use. Okay, this 30 gauge needle can decompress, and you can see here how it decompresses and go ahead with the capsulorhexis after this. And or you can use even a 27 gauge needle as well, and this can also decompress. The problem with these two techniques is that it decompresses only the front compartment. It doesn't take care of the back compartment. The back compartment is still there, so still you can get an Argentina flag sign. So again, if you look at the animation, the 30 gauge or the 20 gauge needle aspiration, which decompresses only this compartment because it's a small gauge needle and doesn't take care of these two components which is there, which is very, very important. Or you can do a femtorhexis, or you can even do a septorhexis, but these are all very costly and not available with every ophthalmologist. So what I'm trying to develop is a punchorhexis, wherein with the phaco needle itself, you can go vertically down and punch the anterior capsule and also produce a small burst of phaco or the continuous phaco, debulk the nucleus. When you punch the anterior capsule, these are the parameters I use on a Stellaris machine, and you can see here how I'm punching the anterior capsule and taking care of the pressure which is there in the front, that is component 1 as well as the component 2. Same time debulking, you can see the debulking the nucleus as well, and that takes care of the problem. So you punch the anterior capsule, and also because you go all the way down on the foot pedal, you can see here how I am trying to literally drill into the nucleus as well. So not only punch but also debulk the nucleus. When you debulk the nucleus goes back, and also because the white bore needle, it takes care of the components which is there in front of the posterior capsule as well. The aim of the study is to do prevent the Argentina flag sign in white mature cataracts. Number of eyes with white cataracts, 242 consecutive eyes of type 1 and type 2 cataracts. Punch capsulorhexis done with a bevel down 15-degree phaco needle using high vacuum and continuous phaco with a Stellaris machine. Once the punch was made, the capsulorhexis was completely retreated of forceps. Setting was done in RAJAN Hospital, Chennai, India. Pre-operatively, we gave mannitol, peribulbar block, super pinky for about 4 to 5 minutes, trypan blue through the side port, HPMC. Not high molecular weight viscoelastic. We want only HPMC because we don't want heavy molecular weight viscoelastic can come and occlude the tip. We want nothing to be there between the punch, between the phaco tip and this thing. And these are the white cataracts, 190 in the type 1 and 52 in the type 2. Exclusion criteria are traumatic cataracts, complicated cataracts, small pupil, subluxated cataracts, and phacomorphic glaucoma as well. And this again, I am showing this punch with the similar parameters, same this thing, single surgeon setting, prospective study. 3 eyes of 242 patients was done, and this patient, the 3 eyes, it was not very successful, mainly because of the technique, but also probably the learning curve. As you notice very carefully on this video, the phaco needle went tangentially instead of vertically, and that is the reason for this. The Punchorhexis prevented Argentina flag sign in about 239 eyes, which is close to about 99% of the eyes out of 242. Punchorhexis is a safe and effective technique preventing Argentina flag sign in white cataracts, predictable, easy, no learning curve. Thank you very much for the patient attention, a wonderful opportunity as well.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Mohan Rajan, and congratulations for your work. A few questions I'll have. The name Punchorhexis is new, but the concept is old. It has been presented in various presentations earlier. That work didn't take off too much. How do you differentiate your method from previous work? The phaco probe has been used to make an initial capsulotomy.
Yes.
There have been anecdotal reports and video presentations. But not this technique. That is going straight down. That is all done with the phaco needle itself, phaco needle only, but not this particular technique which I have developed, where you go straight down and punch the anterior capsule and also debulk the nucleus as well, which was not done in that particular one. Now, when you say that all the 27 gauge needle and the 26 gauge needle is only removing the liquefied cortex from anterior to the nucleus, how different is this? Because this is also not reaching anywhere in either. You're not going through the nucleus.
Because it's a larger bore needle. What happens is, because it's a larger bore needle, the phaco needle, it punches the anterior capsule, okay,
yes,
and it debulks the nucleus and pushes the nucleus back. Once it pushes the nucleus back, all the pressure from, that is the liquid cortex from behind the nucleus as well, comes into the phaco needle.
But what we have seen is the Argentinian flag sign happens when you just contact the capsule. And by the time your phaco probe reaches from the capsule through the liquefied cortex to the nucleus, the damage would have already been done. So that debulking of the nucleus probably was not...
not only debulking. You are not only debulking the nucleus. If you notice carefully on these videos, you are giving a pressure, debulking the nucleus, pushing it a little back with the phaco probe itself. So that is, I think, the difference between the Punchorhexis and the other method as well. You putting it back. When you push it back, what happens is there's actually something like a capsular block, which is there behind.
The formation block.
Yes. When you push it back, the nucleus becomes eliciting. The fluid comes out. Because it's a 27-30 gauge needle, it takes long time to aspirate the fluid. And if you give long time, what happens is the nucleus has got time to come forward and open up the capsule.
18 gauge needle should work equally well.
Which one?
An 18 gauge needle without a phaco power should work equally well.
How do you ensure the debulking of the nucleus, the phaco power?
How much of debulking? By the time you touch...
because you are punching into the nucleus as well, not only punching the capsule, but because vertically down.
When you say debulking, we mean removing significant content of mass, isn't it? That's what you mean.
We make a small trench, not significant. That is good enough for you to, because to push the nucleus back, you debulk, push the nucleus back, that will relieve all the pressure from behind.
And one last question: what percentage of the successful eyes where you did not have an Argentine, you measured success as not having an Argentinian sign?
Yeah.
Or having a punched out defect in the capsule?
No, I didn't get your question.
What was the measure of success? A punched out, neat cookie cutter defect in the capsule?
No, preventing the Argentina flag sign. Argentina flag sign.
What percentage of your successful eyes had a neat punched out round defect in the anterior capsule?
Almost 98% of the patients had a punch. If you do it properly, you can get a good punch. Because you need to go vertically down and use only HPMC.
If your phaco probe is going from the corneal incision and the anterior capsule of the lens is convex, Your phaco probe is a 0 degree, 15 degree or a 30
15 degree, yeah.
15 degree tip. How are you contacting the anterior capsule at 90 degrees?
You can go down a little. You don't have to go all the way vertical. You can go tilt it instead of going tangentially, like what you do for trenching. You go tangential or parallel to the rhexis margin. Here you go a little down. Like but, how do you do for the vertical chop?
But you do not recommend a Kelman tip which is bent.
No. That's why I said no Kelman tip there.
But won't the Kelman tip make a stronger contact?
No. Kelman tip is bent and you will not be able to get that that vacuum seal, which is very important for the sponge.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.